we will be looking at Maxwell equation number 2. Alright, now let us honor, who exactly am I honoring again? Alright, fear not, people, because this is not a picture, a black and white picture of the evil Osama. Instead, this is a picture of one of the greatest scientists of all time, James Clerk Maxwell. He unified electricity and magnetism to one great subject, electromagnetism. And using 4 different equations, he masterfully stitched together 2 almost impossible to unify subjects. And we are exploring the second equation that he made. Go watch the first equation. Talking about the electric field. And you also have to put the onion ring, or closed integral for sciencey people. Dot dA is equal to Q over epsilon naught. Our good friend epsilon naught. Everybody knows who he is, unless you're new to the series. The other form of this equation also says, dot producting E by divergence. Oh God, I wrote delta. Well, I guess I have to go upside down. Let's try and do a handstand. No, I cannot do a handstand. That was pathetic. Well then, I guess I'll just do the classic of rotating. It looks the same after you've handstanded, right? Alright, so divergence dot E is equal to rho over our good old friend epsilon naught. So those are the 2 forms of this equation, but they basically say the same thing. They basically say the same thing how? Well, in a way, this and this are basically same things, but written in different sciencey ways. So, that's basically what Maxwell equation 1 was, just to give you a quick recap. And now, number 2. Do these exist, first of all? Yes, it is possible to isolate a proton or an electron. Does this exist? Well, let's find out. No, it does not. Just remember Abraham Lincoln's words. You cannot separate the North from the South. Well, I actually have no idea if he said that. I'm just saying something related to the Civil War. Alright, so, basically, if it did exist, it would look like either this or this, since, like during the Civil War, you cannot separate the North from the South. Because, well, what happens is when you chop something like a magnet into pieces, then a new South appears, and then a new South appears, and then another and another and another, until eventually you die from cutting magnets all your life. Well, does it exist? Of course, we have it all around us. Hey, take this electric field. Then the minus will just haul the electric field to it even more and more, until eventually all the crap has gone to the electron, and the proton is homeless and with nothing. Sad, isn't it? Alright. And now, the test. Does the magnetic dipole exist? Yeah, we have it all around us. Oh, the only example of it is a magnet. Oh, so I guess we don't have it all around us. Alright, so, does it exist? Yes. It looks like this. Or for those of you with horseshoe magnets out there, weirdos who have it like this. But nobody cares about that type of magnet. Sorry, horseshoe folks. Anyway, the ball magnet would have the north giving all the crap to the south, much like a proton giving all the crappy electric field to the electron. The north gives all the magnetic field to the south. That's why they're attracted together. Well, so if you want to be very attractive, then become either a North Pole or South Pole. And that's how to get a girl. So, now let's say we put a flux over here. And you can see the arrow says hi, and then the arrow says bye. So, you get the lesson. What comes in must come out. And that's an analogy of poo. Oh, we don't talk about that here at Maritime Lab either. Yeah, no. Instead, we're going to do something else related to the bathroom. What we're going to do, let's say that you got a shower, but you're afraid of sewer monsters. And so you don't crawl into the shower. Instead, you just wait there. And you suddenly turn the faucet on and stuff starts pouring in. And then you waste your life enough and suddenly 4 liters of crap in your tub starts flooding your tub. That's how much you've wasted your life. Just trying to get water in your tub. And now you'll waste even more of your life watching all of that crap go down the drain. So that means the net sum is 0 because it has 4 liters and then the 4 liters say bye. Much like me. Thank you everybody for watching and we'll see you next time. I'm just kidding. Nope. That's not the end of the lecture. You idiots should have known. Well, I'm not calling you smart guys out there idiots. And you physicists. And mathematicians. Man, there's a lot of people out there. I've been waiting so long for this to happen. Now comes the subject of the video. Maxwell equation 2. This time we don't have to do the handstand, which I pathetically failed at. So, dot product, the divergence in B is 0 because they're orthogonal, which is fancy science term for perpendicular. And then you also have the integral of B dot dA is 0 because, of course, what comes in must come out. Well, equation number 1 is E dot dA is equal to charge over our good old friend epsilon naught. Now, you might be asking, why is this 0, Professor Soborno, but this one isn't? Well, that's because an electric monopole exists, but a magnetic monopole, on the other hand, doesn't. Alright, so now let's get a box for another analogy. These outer lines, I pour in some good old magnetic field and drink it. Just kidding. You can't drink magnetic field. A lesson for you boys and girls out there. So, now you know what's in the box. Now you finally know what's in the mystery box. Air and some magnetic field, but that's beside the point. Alright, so the magnetic field enters in through, let's say, face number 1. Now this bottom face in number 2, this side one in number 3, this one in number 4, this front one in number 5, and this top one in number 6. Alright, and so you can see that it enters through number 1 and leaves through number 3. Meaning, number 1 has a positive flux and B2, actually B3 meanwhile, has a negative flux. Well, it's actually minus BA. because what comes in must go out. So all the rest are 0. So we don't really care about them. Now the thing is, 1 is 0 degrees, meanwhile 3 is the other way. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now you might be asking, Professor Soborno, all this study, all this work, a 20-minute lecture for 0? Remember, us Indians invented 0. And this is our gift to the world.